Hey, everybody, how you all doing today? Hi. You love me? I'm sure you do love me. Everybody love me one way or another. Cheers. My mom loves coffee. She drink about 8 cups of coffee. She's a crazy woman. I don't drink that much. Well, hi everybody. Look, today is August the 25th. I got a few things I'm gonna run by you real fast like a little bunny. You know we do things. Of course, whenever you see me doing these videos, you know that I got what you call it, good news, bad news, stories on my mind. I have been having that lately. It's giving me a nightmare. Good news, bad news. Some of the news are good, some is not that good. That's the way we're living in the world today. We wish we could have good news every day, don't you? You want to have good news about when you bring your pet to the veterinarian that the pet is healthy and strong and, live a few more years. Same with your mom and your dad and your sisters and your cousin and your brothers and your lovely me. You want to have some good news. The bad news is when you don't want to hear about those Israeli bombing down in the Gaza Strip and killing all 20 people. It happens today, people. It happens today. The Israeli government Prime Minister, Mr. Benjamin, man, I wish I could punch him out. Knock him out, man. Damn. Kill some more people today in the hospital. Not one strike, but 2 strikes, killing all those 20 people down there in the Gaza Strip. What is wrong with this man, God? No, actually, I wrote it down here on what I said. It's kind of sad, really. Shouldn't be this way. And what I wrote is that there is no room in hell. You know where hell is? Hell. And that's where Jesus Christ said, send all the bad people. Go and burn your ass down there. There's no room in hell for the murderous Netanyahu and his hardliners. No room in hell. Hell doesn't want to know them. Where you gonna go when you're dead, buddy? Hell not gonna want your ass on it. Fire and stone and brimstone gonna burn you bad. But before I get to all that, because I also want to congratulate my favorite people over there in Ukraine. Yeah, they celebrate their birthday, Independence Day yesterday, August the 24th, rather, the 24th. That's an important day, the 24th, because that's when Netanyahu and Mr. Trump, buddy over there in Russia, decided to invade Ukraine almost 4 years ago, February 24th, 1922, at the height of the pandemic. Remember that pandemic? What you call it? COVID-19, with murdering a lot of folks. But that didn't put Mr. Putin off. Mr. Putin say, hey, I'm going to murder some more people. I'm going to go in Ukraine and murder those terrorists, he called them, I think. Yeah, so, yeah. But before I get to that, let me also give a shout out to, SpaceX Giant, that giant rocket that Mr. Musk want everybody to load up some stuff in there to bring one day colonize Mars, bring stuff up there and see if we can do something about Mars. I don't know what we're going to do that Mars ain't bothering us. Why we want to go and bother poor Mars on his dead soil and all his dead nothing up there but rocks and dust and whatever. Yeah, but today people of SpaceX, you know, that giant rocket that we're depending on to do some good things. I wonder if I will live long enough to see that day. Huh? Mr. Giant Rocket landing on the surface of Mars. Yeah, SpaceX Starship test flight, you know, you've been having problem lately. I think 3, 4 now. Not been going well, but the guy's a billionaire. He can do that. He owns Tesla cars and everything. He's a genius. He's smart, everything. He got good people working for him. But yeah, so SpaceX Starship test flight is ready to go today on August the 25th. It should have been ready yesterday, but the weather not good. So the test flight, although ready to go, but the weather not cooperating on this August 25th, 2025 day. So if they don't launch today, there's a clouds hovering overhead, and you know they need good visibility for, you know, for whatever to recover when the rockets come back down, or you know, all the scientific stuff. So they may have to postpone, or it's now after 8. I think they postpone the flight. I may try again tomorrow. And good luck, SpaceX Starship. I love you, baby. Good luck, good luck. Today is also a day when we should remember Katrina. You remember that hurricane, Katrina? Today we celebrate, oh man, times fly, 20 years of that. Hurricane Katrina, that was a major, major disaster in United States history. It killed a lot of folks, and of course, a lot of the people who got dead and killed, there was black people as usual. What do you expect? Blacks always get it up the shaft. Huh? If they don't get it from the white guys and the white people and the slave masters, excuse me, I ain't being prejudiced, dog. And they get it from Mother Nature. Katrina went and tore up New Orleans, man. Flooded the whole damn thing, the whole place. All those people who've been living there for so many years suddenly find themselves in neck deep water. All kind of water, levee burst, everything. That's what Hurricane Katrina did to the United States. Cost a few billions dollars to, and still 20 years, and many of the places, homes haven't been rebuilt. Many of the displaced people and families still can't return. Yes, so Hurricane Katrina was a nasty, nasty hurricane, though. Ain't lying to you. But man, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, man. 20 years already. What I was doing, I was just a kid, man. Kidding myself, of course, again, you know me. Yeah, so Katrina was a bad one, people. The disaster was, we can't compare her, man, really, we can't. I mean, she came in New Orleans and ripped everything up. A category 4, I thought she was. Yeah, so that's it, people. I mean, it wasn't good. I tell her Mother Nature will do what Mother Nature got to do, you know. But if Mother Nature got to do all that, I don't see why we, mankind, have to do what we do to other mankind, another man, or what. I don't see why. So, yeah, people, so today is August the 25th, 2025. And like I said, yesterday we celebrate, we send congratulations to, it was Independence Day celebration, some kind of celebration. It wasn't, you can't celebrate really when Mr. Putin is dropping bombs all on the drones, rockets all over the place, killing innocent civilian, Ukrainian civilians as usual. So the Independence, the Ukraine celebration for Independence Day wasn't all that. It wasn't something where mass, thousands of people comes out and started celebrating. It wasn't like that. They got the, foreign dignitaries, and actually even Mr. Trump, our beautiful president, he didn't forget that. He didn't forget that. So yeah, he said one good thing about it. Yeah, so yeah, the celebration on August the 24th, 2025. 34 years, people. 34 freaking years, man. 34 years, and still Ukraine and Kyiv still standing. And it's been hard for Ukraine and their people and the children. We forgot all about the children, scattered all over Russia somewhere, hidden somewhere. Yeah, but 34 years, and we can count 4 now. We can count 4 years where bombardment, Mr. Putin, rockets been bombarding all the cities and ports in Ukraine in this year of 2025. Even successful, but so is Ukraine soldiers and warriors. They're not sitting down and laying back and let him walk all over them and do everything. They're fighting too. They're fighting, and they're kicking Mr. Putin butt, armies or imported army from guys from Ukraine, from over there in North Korea and China and wherever, in Africa and wherever Mr. Putin get his soldiers from, paid soldiers, Ukraine warriors are still standing strong. They're standing strong, and they're getting good because you can't stop them, dude. They're fighters, man. And they're building stuff out there that later on are going to kick Mr. Putin ass. And can't blame them for that. Yeah, so Ukraine, Kyiv is still standing, people, after all these years. And the mass murdering and killing and the bloodbathing and everything. But our president, Mr. Trump, congratulates congratulations, to the people. He's saying that, they're unbreakable for their unbreakable spirit. And you must, you can, but Mr. Trump, you need to stop talking and give the Ukraine the weapons that they need. Stop talking, don't talk so much. Just give them the weapons, let them go and do something with it. Because 4 years, Ukraine could have won a lot more. A lot of these cities, villages and towns that Putin men are capturing and trying to control could be avoided. A lot of soldiers that Ukraine died. And if you've seen the wall that they built there, they have a wall there with all the deceased soldiers, fallen soldiers, men, women, and so on. It's like, you remember, you go to New York, Boston, where 9/11, when the terrorists struck 9/11, brought down the Twin Towers, killed about, 3,000, 2,000 people there. If you go there now, they rebuild the area, you see all the names of the people, and photograph of the people, placate on the wall. Yeah, you saw that in Ukraine. You saw the walls laid out with all people, faces and everything. Those images of the people, soldiers who have passed away for some reason. And the Ukraine ain't sitting on the behind. They're fighting back, and they're recapturing and liberating some of the city that Mr. Putin guys and took. So you got it. Mr. Trump is right. He's unbreakable spirit, and that's what you need to do. Because right now, I told you before, Mr. Putin doesn't want no ceasefire. He ain't thinking about no ceasefire. He's thinking that the Ukraine people should bow down to him, bring him, pull him back into the days of the old, you know. People don't want to adapt them. People want their freedom. People want the freedom to live the way they want in their own kind of democracy, in their own condition, cultures and ways. No one want to be living under no authoritarian rules and what that the Mr. Vladimir Putin want to abandon these people under, you know, telling them where they can go, they can't fly their flag, you know, they can't they want to drop the name of Ukraine completely because he want to cut that state, that him, and yet the people want their freedom, their independence. For 34 years they want their independence. Give them the right to live their own life, do what they want to do, go where they want to go, with who they want to love. But no, you want to restrict them. So yes, our beautiful president just put it right that, you know, they are unbreakable spirit, and that's what it wants. Unbreakable spirit. So yeah, so that was Ukraine, and like I said, I have another one here. The other one is, of course, today, early yesterday, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu and his hardliners and the IDF people decided he's not satisfied. He's not satisfied with the 60,000 plus or 50,000 plus Gaza Palestinian people that's been murdered, young people, babies and all. He's not satisfied with that, people. His next move is to go and flatten Gaza City. That's where he's going. So now he's going in there. And of course, journalism is dead over there. As far as Mr. PM concerned, you can't criticize, you can't tell them, you can't write no story about no brutality at all. Because everything that they wrote about is Hamas' fault. And yeah, it's Hamas' fault. If Hamas did not go, mind you, I told you before, people, Mr. Benjamin Martin was praying. That man was on his knee. He was praying that before October 7, he was praying and wondering how to get to Hamas. He couldn't figure it out. But Hamas decided to jump the gun and come and rain rockets down on some innocent people and foreigners who were enjoying themselves in the concert events, you know, celebration or something. Mr. Netanyahu, I got you, bastard. I got you. I got you now. I got you. What you gonna do? Load them up, IDF. Bring out all the Iron Dome and everything. Just come on. We're gonna flatten Gaza Strip. We're gonna do that now. This is our chance. We was after Hamas for a long time because Hamas been supported by Iran. And Iran is a deep enemy of Israel, of course. Want to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. They said it. You remember that guy that prime minister they have over there? I can't remember his name now. But that was his favorite theme. Wipe Israel off the face of the earth. So when Mr. Netanyahu heard that the Hamas were raining rockets, well, you know, he's no match. He's no match for the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome will kick there and knock everything that come over 100 feet, 1,000 feet away. It will blow them sky high. So that was it. So from that day, I will call it October the 7th, from that date, Mr. Netanyahu haven't stopped. They have one time, on some silly kind of ceasefire, they call it ceasefire. one time. Meanwhile, I must have a bunch load, over 200 people, children and all that they kidnapped, using them as ransom. They do that. They still have them there. It's down to about maybe 20 plus, with a lot of deceased hostages tucked away in some makeshift coffin or something. But Mr. Nando don't want to know about no hostages. Talk about bringing them dead alive. Why you want to bring them dead alive? People are waiting on their son, their daughter, their cousin, their friend, their boyfriend, their husband. The other one, the other day, look like skin and bone, almost as skinny like me. Mr. Nando don't want to know that. He's going in there. He's going for the kill now. 80,000 the last time I heard. 80,000 IDF soldiers he's loading up to go and capture. How many? I think they probably about 500,000 people in Gaza City. He's going to flatten those buildings, flatten it like the way he did all over Gaza already. Bomb the houses, leave them nothing but empty shells, windows blown out, doors blown out, floor blown out, everything. And then he starve the people. Put up a blockade against any aid, incoming aid, which could mean a lot of stuff. Medication for the poor children whose arms been blooded, head been smashed, feet been broken. Nope, no medication for you, no medicine. Nope, blow up the hospital before you do that. Doctors are weeping and crying. Oh, can't you leave? At least leave the hospital. Nah, you're going to take that out. Because Hamas will get injured and come there and send their soldier to... Oh, stuck in his throat. Hamas. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, so today, August the 25th, yeah, they went on strike, the hospital. Kill a few more journalists. How many killed so far? At least 10. He hate anything reported. They don't want to report nothing. You can't say nothing bad. Whoa. What is our beautiful president saying? My God. He ain't saying no shit. He ain't saying nothing. Yeah, as far as he's concerned, he's just as bad as that guy. And of course, like I said, the one over there, he take a leaf out of Netanyahu playbook, or Netanyahu take a leaf out that other one over there in Russia playbook. This is how you do it, buddy. You send your jet up and drop some scatter bombs all over the place. Better still, we're good at drones, so use some rocket drones to do it. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'll cover that. I'll cover the Israeli strike on the hospital in the Gaza hospital that killed some 20 people today, people. And when they count the numbers, 20, you know that is more than that. What about the injury? What about the wounded? What about the kids who have no brain left? Been blown out. Fingers been blown off. You know what I noticed so sad about all this war shit that's going on down there in the Middle East? Those damn children ain't getting their education. They losing out on their education, man. Poor kids, they have nothing to do with no conflict. They're losing out on their education. They're going to grow up next month, or whoever survived, going to be 10 years old and know nothing. All they're going to be remembering is seeing a bloody sheet, a bloody t-shirt, a bloody pants, a limb broken, blown off somewhere there. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the memory of these young brains suffering bad enough from hearing the incoming rockets and can't escape? But to see the blood scattered, stain everywhere on their street, all the, nothing there, everything blown up. That's all the young kids they're going to be remembering, Mr. PM. While in your country, your children can dress up nicely, put their thing on, get on their bus, school bus, or whatever they have, jump in their car, go to their school, start learning something, come back home, have a shower, put some clean clothes on, play their games, basketball game, all the type of games, sport game, take activities, whatever they want. The Palestinian children does not have such luxury. They don't have the luxury of even walking out from the makeshift tents that they put over their head with dirty water, if there's any water at all on the ground. They do not have the luxury of having a shower, Mr. PM, having a decent meal around the table, praying to Allah. Praying, oh God, thank you, merciful Father, blessing this table, this slice of bread. They do not have the luxury. You can go to the bank and pull your money out and you can buy clothes for your children. These Palestinian Gazan children doesn't have that luxury. They're fucking, 3 years old, 4 years old. Women still get pregnant, a little bit of sex here. Don't do no harm. You gotta live. They ain't got no home to go to, Mr. PM. They got no shoes on their feet. They got no cars to drive in luxury, no. But in Israel, they have all that luxury. When the last time have you heard about a rocket coming over to hit anywhere in Israel? When? I can't hear you. None. None. But you're still firing rockets, killing journalists, cutting down the news people. Don't report anything. We don't want you to report it so bad. And then he talk about his regret. He and his military spokesperson, we deeply regret the incident. Deeply regret the incident, my ass. You ain't deeply regret nothing. You all should die and go to hell. Right down here, hell is have no place for you. And you pray, and God ain't going to hear your ass. None of you. God not going to be listening to you. God are going to look down and sees his blood stain, sees his people blood stain on the walls, the blood stain on their sheets. Go in the makeshift building and see blood stain. Kids are lying on the floor, all twisted up like broken metal. No, this ain't right. And they say you want no ceasefire. Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu do not want a ceasefire. The only ceasefire he wants is when he flatten Gaza City. And what about the pets? We keep talking all this crap, but we all forget. There ain't no pets there. Not even birds don't fly in the Gaza City and pop to Palestine anymore. When last have you heard a bird singing a song? Birds are scared. Because every time you look up, there's something coming from the sky, or an idea for artillery is a power. No animals are there no more. No wildlife. Yes, so as I was saying today, people, that's what happened. Israeli decided to strike on a hospital. The only one is left. How many more is left? None. Killing all those innocent people. Looking for Hamas. And then, of course, there's a starvation still going on. Been going on for over 6 months, 9 months maybe. Starving the people to death. Children looking. You ever seen this movie? You ever seen this when I was a young guy? Every Christmas time, around Thanksgiving time and so on. They used to come, charity people used to come on the TV with all these children. Many of them is from Asia and from Africa. They take these videos of these children looking like skeleton, bones only. You got no jaws, no feet, teeth are hanging out, got no hair, they're hungry, it's starving. And it's still going on too, actually. If you go in a certain part of Africa right now, like in Sudan, the humanitarian there is aid to reach those people is off the chain. No aid's getting to those people, those children. They're starving there in Africa too. Yes, people. So that's all I'm saying today, people. We are remembering the Independence Day of Ukraine, which was yesterday. 34 years of independence, and still standing. Kiev was still standing. And we also remember in Katrina, that major hurricane that struck some 20 years ago in New Orleans, sending all the black folks running and scrambling crying for food, and being threatened at the same time about when other people start to looting shops for food and whatever. What you call it? I think was the governor at the time warning the people, we got soldiers out there, we'll shoot your ass, and they know how to shoot, and they know how to kill. You remember that? Go and watch it. Go and watch the newsreel. You see, she literally say that. People are dying, they're up to the neck in water. No dry, no, as far as the eye could see, you couldn't see a dry spot because everywhere was flooded in New Orleans. Even the New Orleans football dome there, roof blowing off. And people was in there starving to death, And there's the governor talking about, don't go looting no shop, I tell you. Otherwise, I get my freaking army soldiers to come and blow your ass off. So if the soldiers don't kill you, the water will, that you stand there. Yeah. So today we remember and recall in the horrible, horrible time of Hurricane Katrina there in New Orleans. And we remember the birthday, the Independence Day of Ukraine. And we talk about the SpaceX Starship, that giant rockets that's supposed to bring it to Mars, wasn't successful in the launch today because the weather wasn't cooperating, so we'll try again another time on that. And we covered the Israeli strike on the hospital there in the Gaza Strip. So that's about it, I'm afraid. I gotta tell you that I love you. I gotta tell you that I love you. You love me too, Mr. YouTube star. Yeah, man. So anyway, that's what I have to say to you people in my good news, bad news story. So God bless you. And take care of yourself, and I'll see you another day, another month, another year, or whatever. But to let you know, we're trying to be helpful, and we're trying to be kind, and there are good people, and there are bad people in the world. There are good leaders, and there are bad leaders in the world. And we're trying to find the good people so we can put in our story what we call good news. Can't hear you. Bad news. So we write, the hostages, of course. For the past month, Israeli people have been screaming to the PM, cut a deal, Mr. PM, and let's get our hostages home, you know. Yeah, in Israel, people been, and he's calling them all kind of name, all kind of name. He don't want, if you're not speaking good by them, he's calling your name because he don't care what anybody say. His hardliners are telling they do anything to stay in power and keep power. But you can only stay in power for so long. And like I said, there's no place in hell for your soul. All you people who murder people, there's no place in hell for your soul. The Spirit don't want to know you. And like I said, Jesus always speak love. Lord, we thank you for this day. Bless everyone, minus those who don't want to commit crime against humanity. Yes, the crime against humanity. That's what it is. And what the Pope saying? Pope Leo, what is he saying? Saying nothing. Man, speak up, man. You have to tell Mr. Netanyahu and Mr. Vladimir Putin in Russia to cut that shit out. Stop killing the babies. Stop killing the people. Let peace reign. Give us a chance to survive and live. So that's what I'm saying, people. I just sending my love to you. And hopefully I'll see you again. I'll see you again sometime when you're ready for me. Love ya.